What's up, everybody? This is aRaeSs. I'm coming at you guys with Evolve Your Game. It's my new thing. I'm going to be doing commentating, letting you guys know what I do in game and ways to get a little bit better from watching my gameplays. So we're going to jump into this gameplay. It's King of the Hill on Nexus. I did that little jump right there to kind of throw the people off on gold that we're going for the snipes. It's a different route, and a lot of people really won't expect it from you, especially off the bat of the gameplay, right out of the spawn. You know, because most people are looking for people to come from the original way, which is from the ramps, coming from red DMR or blue DMR. So right now I'm sitting in blue window with snipes. It's a really good place to be sniping because right here, as you can see, you can get some pretty easy cleanup kills and help out your teammates going for that green hill. And you can also watch the spawns and if anybody's trying to pick off your team at blue window. Right now I ran out of ammo and I'm trying to push up top and really trying to help out my teammates here. There's a lot of people pushing gold and luckily I get out of that situation. My opinion, I think I should have left that situation a little bit earlier. It's not a really good place you want to be. Pretty easy cleanup kill right there. I was definitely fortunate enough to get that and, you know, be able to clean up that kill. So right now, we're doing really good as far as in map control wise. I'm getting into a 1v1 right here, and I win it. Most of the time, you really don't want to try to challenge. You don't really want to go for the 1v1s. You want to make it better in your favor as far as in you can have a teammate with you. So anytime you get in a 1v1, just think about the situation. It's always a 50-50% chance, regardless of how much better you are than the your opponent player. So you always want to better the odds and, you know, back out and try to get some help from a teammate. Right here, they're starting to push on gold. I'm trying to collapse on them and get real good control of gold because gold is pretty important, especially when it comes to the hills being on the DMR. So I got out of that situation pretty well. Picked up the nade launcher, and now I'm trying to control their DMR, blue DMR, and really try to, you know, hold down gold. Gold is very important, like I was saying, because it's really easy to collapse on, and green is, as you can see, people are jumping left and right from top green down onto red DMR here. So really nice nade launchers. I'm really trying to put in some damage. That's really what the grenade launcher is pretty good for, is not necessarily getting kills, but getting a lot of damage, and so your teammates can be able to clean up the kill and stuff like that. So get a pretty easy clean-up kill on the guy in the hill. He was previously weak from one of my teammates shooting him. Someone pushing gold wasn't paying too much attention, it seemed like, to me. So the biggest thing is you want to, in Halo, you want to be as most aware as you can. In every situation, you want to be aware of your situations. You want to be aware of where they're spawning, and really try to hold down wherever you are. But really, as you can see, I look around everywhere before I go, and I kind of break it down to a science before I make a move. I think about where they spawn. I think about where the possibilities are, where they're going to be, as far as in, you know, the hot spots on the map, which would be gold, green, and the bases. Not a lot of people really push river, and I think river is underrated a little bit. I think pushing river like this kid did right here is good. In a sense, if you were making a team push, you know, if you had two people pushing from green and one pushing from gold and then a guy at river, you could collapse really easy on that hill right here. So right now, it looked like my team was trying to set up for the next hill that's going to be moving to green right now. So unfortunately, they died. The biggest thing is, on a King of the Hill game, what you want to do is the middle hills, like as far as in, you know, green and stuff like that, you really try to, you don't want to go for the hill as much. You kind of want to scramble for a little bit of hill time and stuff like that, which is pretty big when it comes to this game. But the biggest hills you want to worry about is the base hills. Those are the hills that you're going to scrap up a lot of the time, and you're going to get a good chunk of time off of. So you really want to utilize those hills instead of more or less the green, because the green hill, unless you're controlling one of the bases, it's really easy to kill you off of there, and especially if you're splitting the spawns. If you're not controlling one of the sides, like for say red, if you're not controlling red and you know they'll be able to spawn red, and then they'll also be able to spawn blue. So you'll be splitting the spawns, you'll be getting killed from both sides. So you know, really going for the middle hill isn't ideal. There's two ways you can really play this map, or there's two ways you can really play King of the Hill, and that is you either, you know, scrap for a hill time, and which basically means you just go and run in and try to get as much hill time as you can, and you'll die in the process of doing this. But you know, some teams can do it. Some teams can utilize that strategy, and they can get a lot of hill time and enough time to really peak up and, you know, get a good game going. Or you have vice versa, a team like my team that really likes to set up for a hill, which means, you know, people have their select places that we need to be before, in order for us to get a hill, and we'll get a big chunk of time instead of, you know, vice versa, scrapping for time. So it's either no hill time for us, or it's a decent size amount of time in the hill, and that's what I really like to go for. You know, that's kind of like how I like to teach. But you know, it's kind of like the yin and yang. Those really kind of equal each other out in game. So, and in this gameplay, I'm playing with my neighbor and my coach, which is OZG Redman, and my previous coach which is actually one of my teammates now, OMG, it's Prodigy. And you know, he's learned a lot, and I feel like he's almost a mirror image of me, besides maybe skill-wise, but I've been playing the game way longer than he has, so that's definitely understandable. But just his smarts in games and his positioning on the map is extremely good. And that's another thing that a lot of people don't realize. Your positioning on the map is very key. You know, a lot of people wonder why they go negative, or they don't do as well as they would like in game, and that's really based off of your decisions in game, and that's what gets a lot of people killed. It's not, I wouldn't say it's really skill, it's more or less your positioning on the map and where you put yourself and how much you overextend. So right here, Matt, OZG Redman, he's doing a really good job of racking up that hill time, and like I said about the whole situation of setting up, I'm pretty set up well over here at blue. I'm holding down blue while he just scrapped up a really good amount of hill time. Now my neighbor's in the hill. Now me and Prodigy are retrying to gain control of the blue side of this map so we can get the last 32 seconds of this hill. And it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get it. And I get taken out with a really good grenade. So as far as this goes, right now in this kind of situation, what you want to do is you want to wait until your teammates spawn and then make a really good push together. You don't want to push singly, because if you push singly, you know, one person, then another person, you guys are going to all die off really slowly. As you can see, I'm getting really good help from my coach and also Prodigy, but unfortunately I get taken out from behind. It looks like he might have jumped from gold down and got me. Now this guy right here is shooting out of red window. But, so, the biggest thing is you just want to try to set up if that's the type of team aspect you're going for with your team, if you have a team. And communication's key, especially in objective games. You know, the hill guy really needs to know what you guys are seeing, what you guys are doing. And what's another really important factor is letting your teammates know where you are. If you let your teammates know where they are, where, you know, you are in the game, they're going to be able to paint a picture as far as in where you are and where they're going to have help and where they're not going to have help. So communication is definitely a very big factor when it comes to competitive playing. You need to let your teammates know every day, like all the time, where you are. You know, it helps out a lot. So right now we've racked up a considerable amount of hill time here, and we're actually doing a pretty good job of constructing a good setup here, I guess you could say, for the middle hill. I kind of am going back on what I said for going for that middle hill, but it looks like, you know, they know what they're trying to do, and we're controlling the hill pretty well. Prodigy doing a really good job of getting that guy out of the hill. Preferably, in my opinion, I think he should have backed down after he was put, you know, to weak, or, you know, at least half shields. I would have backed down out of that situation, because top green, you're so out in the open, you really don't want to be there too long. Another key thing in this game is knowing your routes. Like, if you at least have like 5 routes before you go into a situation, like right here, you know, if I get rushed, I have a good couple routes that I know that I'm going to want to take out of here. See, I'm put to weak, and now I'm pushing back over here to blue because I know I'm going to have the help. And that's one of the biggest things that a lot of people really don't try to do is make sure they have good routes out. So always make sure that you guys have good routes out and stuff like that. That was a really nice nade launcher by that kid. So, well, it looks like we won that game, but all in all, that was my gameplay. It was okay, but make sure you guys tune in for the next gameplay, and it's all about evolution, guys. Make sure you guys check out the Ozone Gaming headphones because these are premium quality headphones. So I'll catch you guys next week with the next gameplay.